Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Mindset. My name is Patricia Elizabeth, and I'm just going to double check just to make sure that I am on live. It says I'm live, but let me just double check here. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back. So every Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Cancun time, I will be coming in to stream and talk about mindset. And for the next several weeks, I'm going to be focusing around abundance versus a scarcity mindset. So if you're joining me live, go ahead, say hello in the chat so I can say hello back to you. I can acknowledge you. And if you're watching the replay, let me know below as well. This also helps my channel. So once again, so let me just jump right in. So today is part 2 of the abundance versus scarcity. Hey, good morning, my love. Happy to see you here. Hopefully you're doing well. It's been a long time. So today's part 2 of the abundance versus scarcity mindset. Because with everything that's going on, I think it's really important to create an abundant mindset. So today I wanted to talk about victim versus responsibility. Because here's the thing. An abundant person is not going to blame everybody for what's going on in their life. They're not going to blame the government. They're not going to blame society. They're not going to blame the markets. They're not going to blame, their parents. And I could go on and on and on about what's going on in their reality. They're going to take their responsibility inside of there. Now, it doesn't mean if somebody does something bad to you that, but once again, they'll take responsibility for it. They'll ask themselves questions like, why is this happening to me? Like, what is my role inside of this? And they'll just make things happen. Okay. Once again, they're not going to blame everybody else outside of them. They're going to look within and they're going to take responsibility for what's going on. So if you're joining me live, go ahead and say hello in the chat. So let me ask you this question. Your default, is it one of where you take responsibility, or do you have a tendency that you blame everybody else? Because once again, if you're blaming everybody else for your reality, you have a scarcity mindset. Okay. I've been around a lot of wealthy and successful people, and I can tell you they take responsibilities for everything that's going on in their life. Okay. Is there things going to happen that it sucks and they plays a part? Yes, for sure. But you can't keep blaming what's going on in the outside world. So, hey, my love, happy to have you here. So it's time to start taking responsibility. It's time to start taking control back again. It's time to stop blaming everybody else. It's everybody else's fault this is happening to you. Okay? Because when you're in that state, you have a scarcity mindset. And it's time to really start getting an abundant mindset. More than ever, with everything that's going on with the economy, and I could go on and on. Those of us who have an abundant mindset will overcome this. And those of us who has a scarcity mindset, you're going to be left behind. And I really don't want none of you to be left behind. So really want you to start to look at your life. Do you take full responsibility for everything that goes on? Or do you blame everybody else? Is it everybody else's fault that, whatever's going on in your life? Because I can tell you, if you're blaming everybody else and you're not taking responsibility for your role in it, you're not going to, you're going to fall in a scarcity mindset. And right, more than ever, it's easier and easier to have a scarcity mindset. And I don't know about you, but I'm claiming an abundant mindset. And that's what I'm like, that's the energy I want to be in, an energy of abundance. I don't want to be in an energy of lack and scarcity. And a lot of people well, yeah, but the economy for this. Once again, guys, there's a lot of money to be made in the next few years. There's more money to be made in the next few years than ever. But you get to decide. Are you going to take responsibility? Or are you going to step into your power and become an abundant being? Or are you going to have a scarcity mindset? And just because maybe up until now, maybe that was your reality, you can change it in a snap of a finger. You get to decide right now, what reality are you creating? So let me ask you this question. I want you to be honest with yourself. Right now, do you feel that you have an abundant mindset? or do you have a scarcity mindset? And guys, it starts with becoming really being honest with yourself and being aware. Do you blame everybody and their mother, or do you take responsibility? Do you blame society? Do you blame your parents? Do you blame the government? Do you blame the elites? Do you blame, like, your team? Or do you take responsibility for what's going on in your life? Because if you're somebody who up until now has been in victim mode, you may want to start changing that and start taking responsibility. Once again, taking responsibility doesn't mean that, if somebody does you harm or something, that, it doesn't take away from that, but you're taking responsibility. You're taking control back again of your life. Because some of you, once again, and it's easy to blame everybody else than it is to just take responsibility and take whatever action or whatever steps you need to be able to change your situation. But here's the thing, it takes as much energy for either one. So why not just choose to, take responsibility and just take whatever action steps you need to take instead of blaming everybody else out there. And if that's your default, once again, for some of you, it's not your fault. That's just the programming you receive as a child. And if that's the case, or that's your way, or even some of you of reacting, is you're reacting, your first reaction, I'm just going to blame everybody else. Because for some of you, it's easy to do to blame everybody else. But in fact, when you start taking responsibility, you become, once again, an abundant mindset. And it doesn't matter whose fault it is if somebody wronged you, okay? It's not like, well, if I take responsibility, it's all on me. No, you're acknowledging that you have a role. Am I making sense? Can you let me know, for those of you live, if I'm making sense? If you're joining me live, let me know as well in the chat. Because once again, it's time to start claiming that you are an abundant being. It's time to start aligning with being abundant. Because once again, at any moment of time, you can be abundant or you can have a scarcity mindset. You get to decide. How cool is that? You have that power that you can decide. You can decide if you want to take responsibility or if you're going to blame everybody else. So I'm going to encourage you to stop blaming everybody else. Start taking responsibility. Thanks for letting me know that I'm making sense, my love. So once again, it's time to start to take responsibility. You are a powerful co-creator. You're powerful. So why not start stepping into that power? So you can start to really attract the abundant life that you've always were meant to live. Now, for some of you, yes, you have lessons to learn, and I'm not going to go into that. But you really want to make sure that you're stepping fully into being abundant. You are responsible for your life. You get to decide at every single moment what's going to, what direction are you going to take or all of that. And for some of you, once again, you're blaming everybody. It's your team's fault. It's your parents' fault. Here's the thing. If you're an adult, you got to stop blaming your parents. Because once again, that's holding you back. Do you really want to give power to other people to hold you back? There's enough people out there that wants to keep you in scarcity. Why? Because it means they think that they have full power over you. So time to take your power back. Time to take responsibility. It's time to just start doing whatever you need to take to make it happen. So start aligning yourself with abundance. Because once again, that is your reality and you get to decide at every single moment. So for those of you alive, let me know, what are you choosing to be? Are you choosing to take responsibility, be abundant? Or are you choosing to be a victim and stay in scarcity? Because it starts by you making a decision. Which one do you want to be in? Because once again, so which one do you choose? And let me know below. For those of you who are watching the replay, let me know. For those of you live, thank you for interacting with me. But if you're watching the replay, I want to know below. Because you're also setting a signal. Okay, no, this is the energy I want to be in. So yeah, choosing responsibility, abundant, yeah. Because you get to decide at every single moment. So why not just choose to be abundant? Because really, it takes as much work to be abundant than to be in scarcity. So you really get to decide. So let me know below once again. For those of you watching the replay, let me know below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, click on the like button. So that helps to support me and my channel. As well as feel free once again, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you get notified when I come in live or when I do videos, because I'm going to start to upload videos on this platform as well once again. So take the time and check the links below here on how I can support you even greater. So this is Patricia Elizabeth with your mindset and coaching. I'll see you all next week for part 3 of the abundance versus scarcity mindset. Lots of love. Bye for now.